I'm going to crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolates?
Yeah. Yep. We got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, oh my God, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters. So I'm like, okay, I'll go see Spider-Man.
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my God.
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. I am Josh Wingate. Josh Kimmel is over here. Josh Kimmel OUS. We are the Beer and Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us in the network, Fins Talk Sports, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I spent my entire day in the dental office.
For yourself or a child?
For myself.
What happened there?
There's a lot of stuff going on. My life has been miserable for the past month, and I'm just going to get everything fixed. Insurance is a scam.
Yeah.
It's a big time scam. I don't know why we pay for it when my out of pocket is like $16,000. What is going on? Why am I paying insurance when I got to pay everything out of pocket? But we're not here to talk insurance. We're talking about, football.
Yeah. I mean,
Football.
We can always go that like football insurance route. How's it going, Hunter? Glad you're joining us today.
Football.
Yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for that.
The first thing that Dennis says to me, "What's your budget looking like?" And I said,
No.
"Bro, I just help me." And then, I wanted to go. I won't put out numbers, but after the consultation, the X-rays, everything went on. They bring me into this little office, and she gives you the sheet of paper, the rundown. I have it. I got the rundown. The rundown in this folder.
Oh, they even gave you a folder. You know it's dangerous when they give you a folder.
So I got the rundown. You can't see a lot, but that's a lot. It's a lot of numbers, right?
I see a lot of words on paper, which I do not want to see when it comes to insurance stuff.
And so she's like, here's the number, like just for this, for getting this procedure done. And I said, I said, well, what's insurance covering? She's like, well, this much. I'm like, that's like a penny. She's like, well, do you have anything in your savings account? I said, don't you think that's kind of personal? She goes, well, what can we do here? I said, listen, I got this much money. This is how much I have. She steps out. She comes back. She goes, we can do that. I said, okay, thank you. I said, when do I pay the excess amount that you're not going to charge me? She goes, no, we waive that. What you have is good enough. I said, I won the fucking negotiation, baby. Let's go.
No, you didn't, because they walked in there with, it's like a car dealership. They walked in there like 500% over asking price and then said, okay, yeah.
That's what I'm at. That's what I want.
With the insurance price.
They came to me with like MSRP.
You know this. They came to you with insurance price and then they knocked it down because, we're not billing in insurance. We're billing one of our clients.
Yeah. So basically, whatever. Thursday, I'll be under the knife. I'll be under the laughing gas, whatever they put me in. Thursday's the day, guys. Thursday's the day I go under and they do extractions.
My claim to fame as being a real man, is that I had a filling without any
Ray Finkel says, hold on. I want to hear $15,000 to replace a bridge over 2 teeth.
I don't even know what that means. But I would not pay that money at all.
Let me tell you something. In this folder, the total fee for everything that needs to get done to my mouth is over $15,000.
Holy cow. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
This is years of me putting off. I've never had insurance in my life until I started my new job, which was 2 years ago.
And you work for an insurance company and you have crappy insurance.
For an auto insurance company, and I have phenomenal insurance.
Anyway, I'm drinking a beer. I'm in the I'm feeling like PSL kind of night, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's Trogs, Master of Pumpkins.
All right, we got pumpkin beer. Ray Finkel, Hunter in the chat. If you're drinking, let us know what you're drinking. I'm drinking straight vodka, Tito's.
Why do I feel
Promise
like
you.
that's water? I feel like you are lying to me so bad. Like I feel like you keep just drink from the bottle.
If you want me to re-pour, I will.
I want you to
Josh,
re-pour. I want you to
because
re-pour.
I am legit drinking vodka straight.
Okay.
You know why?
Okay.
Because my fucking teeth hurt. This is what I've been drinking for the past 3. My kids think I'm an alcoholic. I walk around with a bottle nonstop.
Let's talk about this.
No,
Your
I
kids
kid.
might be correct. I literally
kid.
walk around with a bottle.
The liquor store people know who I am by name now.
Are you? Question:
This has to go.
Do you
Anyway.
get in there in the morning, into a liquor store in the morning?
No, I usually wait around 5 o'clock.
Okay.
5 o'clock. I'm one of those
Okay.
guys. I don't go in the morning. But Sunday I tried. We don't sell liquor here in Tampa Bay before 11:30. I think on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Miserable. Couldn't watch my Toy Story football.
No. Let's talk about that. You weren't able to watch it. Did you watch any of the replay?
What I mean is I couldn't watch it with my Tito's because we couldn't. They start at 9:30 in the morning. But I did watch it. I did watch it with some pancakes and eggs, and it was fun. Me and my son watched it. I think it was good for what it was, but for a football fan, like someone like us who knows the game, it sucked. It sucked. It completely sucked. Nobody's getting tackled. You never know when a player is actually like looking good.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. It is what it is.
I thought it was cool for the first one. Like it's only going to innovate from here and get better.
Mhm.
I thought it was cool for what it was. And especially my 4-year-old daughter was so into it. I was like, okay, come over here. Let's watch some football together. And she's like, I'm just here for Toy Story. But she still like snuggled with me and we watched football together, which was cool. So I'll take it for what that is.
Yeah. I mean, it was enjoyable. I watched the entire game in that feed, mainly because I don't have ESPN Plus. Although I think I do, and it's never. I don't know. I have the bundle. I have Hulu Plus. I have it all, but I don't know if I have an ESPN Plus account. I have Disney Plus.
What do you need ESPN Plus for?
That's the game. The London game was only on ESPN Plus. I heard.
Oh, really?
I heard. I watched Disney Plus stream, which was the Toy Story. But what a shit show game. I'm so sick of these games. I'm so sick of overseas games. I don't care what anyone says. There's 2 things that bugged me on Sunday. 2 things. London and Taylor Swift. That's it. It started my fucking day and it ended my day.
Don't talk bad about Taylor Swift. Anyway, so let's talk about, well, that was an awful game, first of all. Desmond Ridder should not be the starting quarterback of that team. He's garbage. He threw back-to-back picks. It was just bad. And we can't get the ball to Kyle Pitts at all.
Yeah. I do want to say this before we fucking, because we won't talk about it, but everyone noticed that Kelsey's in all these fucking commercials. He's got a stupid little podcast and he's doing well. And then to get him over the hump, the NFL hired Taylor Swift to act like his fucking girlfriend so he can boost social. Does anyone else see this? Am I fucking crazy? Am I just fucking nuts?
But the question is, what did he need a boost for?
Because we know him. We all knew him. But now he's in all these commercials. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Mahomes. He doesn't have that crossover ability. He didn't at the time. But now that extra boost of getting them Swift people, now because he was already in these commercials before. He was already trying to make the transition. He already was trying to. This just helped him get over the hump. Does no one else see this? Am I a fucking crazy person? Like, I don't understand how nobody else can see this. Jesus Christ, move on.
There is a value to the NFL with Taylor Swift being here, but I don't know if it's like, not everything is a scheme.
Dude, I watch professional wrestling.
I know. Not everything is a scheme.
Everything is a work. Everything you see on television is a work. Dave is so fucking stupid. Dave is so dumb. Dave isn't my buddy Viking Dave is incredibly dumb.
No, I think what is happening is that they are truly trying to date, and the NFL is trying to milk every piece of entertainment or value that they can get out of that. Obviously, they have Taylor Swift. We see the Swifties. We see all that. They created an entire intro for Sunday Night Football based off of Taylor Swift.
So do you understand? And I'm just one of the minority people, but I didn't watch the game not strictly because I didn't want to see her, but I could have fought sleep and watched the game. But I'm like,
You
am I gonna watch? Am I gonna watch Taylor Swift in a press box for fucking 30 minutes of my night, or am I gonna watch football? I just went to sleep instead. I didn't feel like dealing with it. Game wasn't even that intriguing to begin with.
I knew I liked Viking Dave. Dave's a good guy. You
Viking
need to
Dave's
listen to
an
him
idiot.
more often.
He's
You need
an
to listen to
idiot.
him more often.
He's an idiot.
The thing is, like,
But I love him. I do love him. I love him so much.
they truly are trying to date. And they're just
I don't think so.
just like the cow from, or not the cow, the cat from what's that? Meet the Fockers.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Dolphins?
Yeah, let's get into the Dolphins.
Oh man.
Do we really want to talk about this game? Because
Not-
I actually my wife is a Dolphins fan. As we know, I am not. My wife is, and she sent out a Snapchat yesterday of, "Oh, let's go Dolphins!" right when it was 7-7. And then I replied back to her today because I just finally saw her Snapchat. And I was like, "Ooh, this didn't age well." Because that was an ugly, ugly game. Defensively, they could not stop the Bills.
No. They had no answer. They had no answer for Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was just
that was the
unreal.
best game he played all season by far. He was extra motivated to play Miami. He owns Miami. I'm just gonna tell everyone. Everyone knows he owns Miami. I was actually I have one good friend who's a diehard Bills game. Matter of fact, the last thing he said to me yesterday was, "I don't look at my phone when the Bills are playing. I'm just into the game." Like, all right, dude, whatever. But like, it's not that fucking serious. But I knew they were going to win and just trounce this team. I don't know why I had this feeling. Just in Buffalo, Miami coming off of a 70-point, performance, everything was due to lose. But I didn't expect 48-20. I didn't expect that much. That was insane.
I didn't either. We kind of see this team has been playing lesser competition over the last couple of weeks. Not taking anything away from them because I do think they've been playing well. They've beat teams that they probably should beat. They are one of the top teams in the league, but they did also face a Bills team that I don't think the team was ready to prepare for competition like that. And I feel like they got smacked in the mouth and they weren't ready to smack back. And that's essentially what happened. And now from here, and I've been saying it for a long time now, I always want to see how the Dolphins and how Tua responds to adversity. So this game was close up until 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And then that first adversity happened. I'm trying to remember what the play was. Was it a pick six?
It was a pick six, yeah.
So the pick six happened. And then from there, this team just started to spiral. And they completely lost control and literally lost the game within 2 minutes of the halftime. Like the game was just taken away from them at that point. And they just kind of never fought back. When they got back from halftime, they had the ball. They started to drive. And I think it went to a field goal. I'm not 100% sure because, not going to lie to you, my wife had me cleaning on Sunday. So in order for me to enjoy my game,
But no, listen, you're right. The game got out of hand. They got out of their comfort zone. They couldn't run the ball. They quit running the ball. Mostert had 7 attempts. Achan. How the fuck do you say this?
I don't know
name?
how. Supposedly we've been saying it wrong, but I say Achan.
I know. You got really upset about it. He wants Achan.
Achan.
Yeah. He only carried the ball 8 times with that giant touchdown. He looked
touchdowns.
good. Yeah, I know, but
is he a fantasy stud?
He's a fantasy superstar. I hope you spend all your fab on him. Honestly.
Well, here's the thing. In my home league, I drafted him, and
you dropped him.
I dropped him because he was inactive week 1. And I was like, well, they're not going to use him, so I dropped him, and then now he's just tearing it up.
Same thing. I just feel like the secondary was had. Josh Allen did whatever he wanted, like we said, and Stephon Diggs put on a fucking show. I think their secondary wasn't ready for this Josh Allen. Like, this is MVP Josh Allen. This isn't turnover Josh Allen. And I think that Josh was super motivated because last year in the playoffs. They barely beat a team with Skylar Thompson as their quarterback. If McDaniels wasn't taking a huge vape rip at the time, maybe he would have paid attention. It would have been a delay game, and maybe the Dolphins would have won that game with a third string quarterback. I think the Bills wanted to show, like, hey, we're better than the team last year that almost lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But hey, it's only one game, guys. This guy's not following it. Tua's still the MVP of the league, in my opinion. I don't think nothing's changed. You can make a case for CMC. You can make a case for.
Oh, it's definitely CMC at this very moment.
I don't think so because he's not the one. He is hauling the team.
Yeah, yeah. But the best team in football, he's hauling them.
But could they do it with another running back, per se?
Probably not.
If you put in Eli Mitchell,
could give him, Miami do it with another quarterback? No.
No, hold on. What I meant by another, I'm not going to go, oh, it's not CMC, but it's going to be Nick Chubb. No. If it's not CMC, it's going to be Elijah Mitchell and Mason, the third string Mason. So the Dolphins, if it wasn't Tua, it'd have to be Mike White, which no.
Okay, so you're saying the next up.
Yeah, the next up, yes.
I don't think they could do what they're doing currently with.
I don't think CMC Eli Mitchell can do whatever he's doing, but Eli Mitchell could fit in for sure.
Yeah, CMC is literally scoring enough points to beat teams.
Mm-hmm.
So he's single-handedly winning the games on his own. So, yeah, I would put him in the MVP running right now. I mean, Tua's definitely up there. Last week kind of dropped him down a little bit. If he didn't have the type of game he had last week, then we'll probably be talking more of him being an MVP, but that kind of dropped him in the rankings there. Trying to think, is Josh Allen jumping up there? He's had a rough couple of weeks.
He had a rough start.
He did.
Definitely getting back up there. Of course, he's jumping up there because Mahomes is not up there at this point. He played subpar offense last night, according to the box score, because I didn't watch one snap of that game. He threw 2 picks. Kelsey doesn't look like himself. I'm telling you, man.
Mahomes
get her out. Get her out. Get her out. Get her out. She's ruining Kelsey. She's ruining fucking Mahomes. I'd rather see Jackson Mahomes and the other girl.
No.
Yes, I would.
No.
Yes, 1,000 times more. Because at least they were putting up 50 points a game and kicking ass.
So before Taylor.
Sucks. I'm pissed.
So BT, they were still sucking. They looked bad from the beginning of the season. Before he started talking to Taylor Swift, they looked bad.
That's because Kelsey was out week 1. Look, Wandell. Listen, I don't want to talk about this all night. I can't do it. My tooth can't handle it. My head can't handle it. I'm over it. I just want Mahomes to get back to where he was because I have a lot of draft capital, fantasy-wise, especially Kelsey. I never draft tight ends first round. This is the one year I did it, and I hate it. I hate life. Kelsey's averaging 14 fantasy points a game. It has not been worth it at all. It's been a fucking nightmare.
So let's look into this. And, well, before we move on from Miami, a lot of fans have been sky is burning. It's the end of the world. Miami lost. Tear the team apart. What is your thoughts on that?
That's ridiculous. It's one game, 48-20. It's one game. Especially at Buffalo, a tough divisional game. You're still up there. You're top of the division with them, 3-1. Of course, they have the tiebreaker now. But you're fine. I mean, your season isn't going to be one game. It just isn't. So dust yourself off. No one goes undefeated. Only 2 teams ever. One of them didn't finish the story. One did. So come on. What are we doing? It's the Buffalo Bills. They're supposed to score 48 points. So the problem is Miami's supposed to do the same thing. Waddle just coming back from the concussion issue. They weren't really in sync. And the run game was off. You're not going to win. What was the one thing we told everyone? If McDaniels does not commit to the run and run early, this team isn't going to succeed. And what happened? They got Waddle back, so they thought here they were going to use him as an extension of the run game. They got off of Mostert and H-hand. Game was over. You don't let Josh Allen get that many opportunities.
So a lot of the conversation yesterday with our network was, well, Brett Lagasse within the network was saying that the Dolphins need to get rid of Greer. Greer needs to be fired because the way he has built this roster just isn't suitable for, one, being tough, and 2, winning football games in the long run. Is that something you would agree with? Would you fire Greer right now if you had the opportunity?
I don't want to fire anyone. I don't want anyone to lose their jobs. I want everyone to be happy and live in harmony. No, seriously, I don't think he's been that awful. Brett's been super hard on him, 1,000%. I know that history. I see his tweets. I see his messages.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ready to pull the trigger yet. I don't see a reason why. And look, sky's falling right now, but look, don't they have the Giants next and then the Panthers? Those are 2 easily get right games. What?
Do you think the Giants is an easy game?
I didn't say easily. I said easily could be a get. They're not on the level of a Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And they're playing right now tonight, so we're going to see what they're made of against the Seattle Seahawks. I don't think that the Giants are going to win this football game at all. I think the Seahawks are going to take care of them. Daniel Jones can't even get a brotherly shove play going. I'm watching it right now. I don't. I just don't think that the Giants are the caliber of a Bill, so they should be able to handle them easily. And then the Panthers. Then what? Then we're looking at 5-1, and everyone's still going to be complaining about Week 4. No, they'll be going, "Oh, Dolphins are 5-1. Dolphins are going into Philadelphia 5-1 Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a huge game." That's where we should reevaluate the season.
I think what you're going to see is if the defense gives up another 30 points, that people are going to be sky is falling. The offense can't keep up with this kind of scoring that the defense is allowing. While it's one of the best, or probably is the best offense in football, it's not sustainable for the offense to do that. So I think if that does happen throughout these next 2 games, you could see the skies falling in this
Well, how about this? I have a plan, and I should tweet this out and tag the Dolphins. Don't let the best receiver in football or on the field get covered one-on-one with your shitty cornerback Koo. How about that? Because that was the story of the game. This bum out here getting torched by Stephon Diggs, being left one-on-one. What is happening now? That is a problem. Why is that happening? Because every time Josh saw Stephon Diggs one-on-one with his bum, Diggs beat the hell out of him. Beat him bad. And if you go, you don't have to worry about that with New York because the Giants don't have a number 1. You don't have to worry about that going to Carolina because they don't have a number 1. But let that happen with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to put up 250.
Yeah.
So you can't do that anymore.
And that's the thing.
You got to protect your corners.
Who else do the Bills have? They do have a quality number 2 guy, but he's just a number 2 guy. He's not a 1-2 guy. Who else do they have if you stop Stephon Diggs that your other guys can't handle?
What are you talking about on the other side?
Yeah.
They were worried about Gabe Davis. I don't understand what they were worried about. Yeah. I just don't understand how you let not just the best receiver on the field for the Bills, one of the best in the game. You can't do that against top talent like that. Birthed 2017. I was way off. Yeah. See, everyone's saying the same thing. It's just I don't understand what the plan was. I just don't. But it happened.
Raphael?
Yeah, what's up, Raphael? He watches the fantasy show too. Raphael's a big fantasy guy.
When's that fantasy show?
Well, tomorrow at noon we'll be live, me and Justin Batterley, and then Wednesday night, 8 p.m. we'll be live for our starts and sits of the week.
Is Dirtbag going to be there?
He might be there. I don't know which one he's going to be on.
We're going to do that over under. We're going to start doing over unders for Dirtbag being on the show.
I think Dirtbag's going to be on the Tuesday show, but he won't make a Wednesday show. That's my prediction.
Okay, so tomorrow's show, you're saying he'll be there?
I think he will.
Okay.
But who knows?
Over under for Dirtbag being on the Fantasy OUS podcast.
0.5 over.
4 shows for the month of October.
For the month?
Yeah. For the month of October, 4 shows over or under. Okay,
so Justin's going to be out next week, not this week. So I'm going to need him hardcore that week.
So you're skipping?
Those are 2 weeks for sure. No, I'm not skipping. Those are 2 shows I for sure need him.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over. He's going to make 5 shows.
5 shows. Okay. Yeah. I hope he's here so he can just be like you, mother.
He's 5 shows. But anyway, yeah, if you want your fantasy fix.
Definitely. No, it's good stuff. They don't know what they're talking about half the time, but they go with it. They act like they do. They need a true fantasy guru on there that is currently
If you want my pick, if you want my
One.
picks, if you want me to accountability picks, you want me to come in here every single Monday night and tell you guys when I was right, and when I was wrong, because I have that and I could tell you.
Yeah, I
All
would love for you to do that.
right,
Because if you want someone that is in our network league that is currently, let me tell you this, that is currently going to be 1-3.
That's you. That's you.
Let
I'm
me
about to
know.
be 3. I'm about to be 3-1, buddy.
Yeah,
I think.
I haven't really, like, it's hard for me to pay attention to the sleeper app.
Yes, I agree. I think I 1000% agree. Who did I beat this week? Who's a hot ice?
Oh, you don't even want to know who I beat. I beat the number one guy right now, El Jefe.
Oh, you beat Bobby?
I beat Bobby.
You took down the man. You took down the boss.
I did.
You hear that, Bobby? You hear that?
Scored 129.
Nobody cares about your fantasy team.
I did something today, and it's because you guys came after me and you said, I can't believe you didn't draft CeeDee Lamb. And what I did was I had AJ Brown and I had Stephon Diggs on my team, and they carried me. I did, like, I had DK Metcalf.
Nobody cares.
Still getting points.
Yeah, he's playing right now.
I know.
Josh.
Still getting points. So I'm about to
Nobody cares about your fantasy
dominate
team.
the league right now.
Hey, did you know the MLB playoffs start tomorrow?
I
Did anyone
do.
know that?
I
had
did
no
know
idea. I had no idea.
I actually had to check because I thought it could have been tonight, but it makes sense that it's not tonight because of football. But the Phillies play tomorrow at 8.
Oh, cool.
They
I
play
think the
the
Rays play tomorrow too, but I don't know who they play.
So,
Remember when I was hardcore into baseball in April?
Yeah.
That didn't last long at all.
No.
Hey guys in the chat that are just tuning in, tell me what you think about London games, 9:30 a.m. games on the East Coast. Tell me what you think about it. East Coast had.
I didn't mind
Listen,
it.
would you hold on? Put the poll in the chat. Would you rather wake up on the West Coast to watch the London game, or stay up, or stay up, or stay up on the East Coast and watch the Sunday night game until the very end? Which would you rather do? Wake up at 5:30 to watch football, or stay up until midnight to watch football?
So I have someone I went to school with. 6:30 in Vegas for Hunter.
That's what I'm saying. Which one would you rather do, Hunter? Wake up early to watch football, or go to sleep late?
I went to school with someone, and they said waking up early for the Hawaii game or for the London game in Hawaii. And Hawaii, I believe, is 8 hours behind us.
I think 6.
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure it's 6. It's 6. It's 1000% 6. California's 3, and then it's 3.
So you're correct. It's 6.
Yep.
So they were waking up at 3:30 in the morning to watch the Hawaii game because of Toy Story. The only reason they woke up that early is to watch it as Toy Story.
You know, guys, they could have watched it like it's streaming on Disney Plus anytime they want. So Hunter would rather be the morning. That's what I'm saying. I'm good unless it's Miami Dolphins. Look, all I'm saying is us East Coasters out here. That's another reason why I don't watch Sunday Night Football. I'm tired, and I have time. What am I gonna do?
You're just an old man.
What am I gonna do? Oh, cool! Travis Kelce scored. Let's go to the booth and see some generic white girl celebrate.
Like I watched the game yesterday and I barely saw Taylor Swift. I was hoping they would show more Taylor Swift because Ryan Reynolds was with her.
I didn't say
Blake Lively.
I said some generic white girl.
Oh, you know who you're talking about.
Some generic white girl. I don't know. Could have been the mom. Could have been Travis Kelce's mom.
So, would you have been mad? You're calling Travis Kelce's mom generic?
I think looks. I won't say anything. Can we move on to another game?
Yeah, definitely.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Let's jump into that game. Did you watch that game or no?
Well, since the Patriots are involved, and I have Big D Mac Daddy on my team, my Superflex teams, Mac.
You
Mac
were
Jones.
watching.
I was watching that game, and I just could not believe. And I say this a lot. I cannot believe Mac Jones plays professional football. I can't believe he actually. I'm in Australia. All Miami games.
So
wow.
Yeah, but it's like the next day, right? Or usually start at 3 a.m. the next day. That's the thing. It's the next day for him. So
wait. So his football games are on Mondays?
Yeah, his Sunday night football games or Sunday games are on Mondays. But it also depends on what part of Australia they're in, because they have like 3 or 4 different time zones within Australia. It's real confusing.
I used to be a a follower of this Instagram girl who does fitness, and she lives in Australia. That's all I got. And she lives right next to a place I saw on Shark Week that has great white sharks. Hey Duke, do you guys see great white sharks a lot in Australia? Comment in the chat below. Like
Put it
and
in the
subscribe.
chat. Yes, sharks, no sharks.
No, seriously, I live on the Gulf of Mexico, and we don't have great whites, but apparently we have some once in a while. I want to see a great white before I die. And I want to go in a cage and see one.
No, you
That's my
don't.
whole. Yes, I do. That has been my lifetime bucket list thing ever since I was a child. I loved when I was a kid. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a zoologist. I loved marine biology. I'm hardcore into that, so I really want to be in a cage and see a great white shark one day. She did. I don't know if she. I don't know what OnlyFans is, Hunter.
Smart man. Sharks seen every 3 months at least.
Hell yeah! Is it like Jaws, where they're like shark, and then just fucking Brody
Everyone's
comes
just
out.
running. You
Brody
see
fucking
Duke
comes
just,
out.
like,
Yeah,
running
dude.
for his life,
Isn't
saving
Jaws
all the
one of the-
children.
Isn't Jaws one of the best movies of all time? Seriously, got to be one of the best movies of all time.
I actually just went to a couple months ago a Jaws birthday party.
It's one of the best movies.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's a good movie.
You surf, Duke? That's how cool you are. We don't have enough waves over here in Tampa to surf. Our waves are just.
Yeah, we barely have any. Well, you're in the Gulf, so yeah. I mean, do you
Yeah.
really have much water at the moment after last year's hurricane?
Dude,
Like, I feel like you guys got destroyed.
what do you think? The water just goes away?
I
Like,
feel
where do you
like
think the water goes? Where do you think it goes? Do you think we just have like the Gulf just becomes sand?
well, it was there for a while.
No, that was the bay. The bay was just nothing, but the Gulf was fine. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I thought the Bay. Okay, well, I'm not a Tampa Bayian. What do you guys call
Or
yourself?
tampons. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's what we are.
No, you're not.
That's the truth. Yes, we are. That's,
No,
that's
you're
the
not.
truth. Why do you think I said it so fast? I didn't have to make it up. Yes.
It sounded like you made it up.
No,
100%. It sounded like you made it up.
we are tampons. As a fact. You look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionaries are going to tell me the right stuff there, but
I
you
swear.
are not tampons.
Dude. All right, Google. I'm doing it right now, so keep on talking. What?
No,
are
I'm doing it too.
Tampa
'Cause I can't believe you right now.
natives called.
Yeah. Yeah, tampons.
Told you.
Tampanians.
Tampanians or Tampinos.
Tampinos.
But tampon is the most popular.
No
most,
way.
yes,
That
it
the
is. That's
worst name.
I wasn't lying.
Yeah, you see these tampons over here? Oh, that's awful.
I hate this place so much. So coming back to about how bad Mac Jones is and why I want people to chill out on the Dolphins losing one game.
Well, here's the thing. You can't judge Mac Jones solely on one of the best defenses in the NFL. Like, this is one of the most opportunistic defenses in the NFL right now. And that's what they did.
I understand that. But you have a guy who didn't even have his own jersey in the team store last week, and Josh Dobbs, who went out there and pretty much dominated Dallas, played very good against San Francisco. So I'm asking you this. Is Josh Dobbs better than Mac Jones?
I would say currently yes. But Josh Dobbs has been playing very well.
Lights out. I don't think they want to get Kyler back on the field, because why would you when Josh Dobbs is playing so well? Josh Dobbs has actually been surprising everybody out there, even myself. I didn't see this coming. Nobody saw this coming.
No.
They're not going to make the playoffs or anything, but he played against Dallas and San Francisco back-to-back weeks and played very well. Even against San Francisco, he played well.
What do you mean even against San Francisco? But you're like, they played Dallas and San Francisco, and even against San Francisco, he played well.
Yeah, but because we already know he played well against Dallas. That's been known. So the San Francisco game was yesterday. And
It's like shots fired over here.
No, there's no shots fired. It's just he beat you guys, and he beat Dallas. And
I didn't even see how that game turned out. Still have not watched that game. It's like I got super drunk and blacked out. Like, I don't even know what happened in that game.
That's how I feel about every single Chargers game with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers, they don't make sense. None of the games make sense. They're always crazy. They're always going nuts. I don't know who wins the games. Like, I don't know if the Vegas Raiders won last night or if the Chargers won because the game was that insane. Did you watch? Like,
Yeah, who did win that game?
who are these rookies coming out of nowhere? The guy from Vegas slinging the ball when you have Justin Fields out here being a piece of trash for 30 games straight. What is happening in the NFL? Josh Dobbs coming out here looking like a freaking $1,000,000. Zach Wilson coming out here looking like a piece of shit. What is this? What is that? Is it because
Zach Wilson looked really good last week?
He did
last night. Like,
he did
fantastic.
I saw his numbers. He looked really good. He lost the game in the end. It was his fault.
Was it?
Yeah, just like Justin Fields, it was his fault. They lost the game.
How did he? How is it his fault they lost the game?
Zach Wilson, didn't he fumble the ball? Very end.
Yeah, but it was fourth down.
Don't fumble.
It was the turnover on downs anyway.
Shouldn't.
Did he fumble?
I think he fumbled.
No, I don't think he fumbled. I think it was fourth down. They punted the ball away.
Either way,
He got sacked.
who am I thinking about? Am I thinking about Justin Fields then? Because Justin Fields had a huge lead. Oh, I'm thinking about Fields. He was up 28-7. They are finally coming back. It was 28-21. Justin Fields goes back to throw. Boom! And the ball goes backwards. Yeah. That was freaking awesome. I loved it. I loved every second.
But we're blaming Justin Fields for that?
I'm blaming coaching for that loss.
Huh. Oh, he did fumble, Zach Wilson?
See, he did. See, Raphael's got me. See, I know I know ball. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so, I know he fumbled.
Where are we sitting currently at the value of the running back?
Well, it's a really just
random.
Just did a 180.
Yeah, because I'm currently, we were talking about the Raiders, and I opened up the stats for that, and I look at Josh Jacobs.
Crushed it. Crushed it. 26 points in fantasy. Destroyed it.
58 yards on 17 carries, 1 touchdown.
Yep. 6 catches.
Those 6 catches for 81 yards.
Crushed it.
And then
very valuable.
We don't see it. Wasn't he healthy this week? The Chargers running back, Austin Eckler.
Eckler was out.
Okay, he was out.
Ankle injury. Yep.
So he's hurt.
Yep.
We also have the Giants running back hurt. Saquon's
Barkley. Out. He's out tonight. Yep.
So where are we sitting on the value of the running back position at this given state with how much hoopla was made this offseason?
I'm glad you asked, Josh, because people are like putting out memes. Oh, we shouldn't pay running backs. And it shows all 3 running backs. The one that Eckler, Saquon, all these running backs demanding money, and they're all on the injury list, right? Yeah. They're all out. But if you look at those teams, you look at the running backs behind them, Joshua Kelly ain't doing shit. He's doing less than shit. Less. You look at Saquon Barkley's situation. You got Matt Breida coming here. Again, not doing shit, not producing. So actually, all you people making memes out there going, you shouldn't have paid these guys. Well, in reality, you should be thankful you paid these guys, and these guys will be back on the field because when they get on the field, they will do shit. They have done shit. They did do shit before they were hurt. The guys that are replacing them are not filling the boots. They're not filling the shoes. You can go look at the stats. Go look at Joshua Kelly. He's been a failure. Go look at Matt Breida. He did have bad matchups, but he is not as good as Saquon Barkley. So you got to look at it. People are looking at it one way. You paid them when they got hurt. I'm looking at it the other way. You paid them, they got hurt, and the replacements are not producing, period. Not one of these backups are producing. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I know nobody else is. It's fucking crazy. Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
So you feel like there's value in that, but who would you say has the best rushing attack in football right now?
I guess the 49ers, because CMC.
49ers.
And they paid him, and he's valuable. Yeah. So, yeah.
But then you also have that Miami Dolphins rushing attack.
But if they quit the run early, which they did last.
Yeah, but that's nothing against the running back itself. When they run the ball, it's very effective.
It is effective, yeah. It is
effective. They paid pennies for the running backs.
Oh, for now, wait till I'm a fan of H-Hand breaks out and he wants a contract.
Well, what's he got? 4 years until he gets a new contract, and then they're moving on.
Not 4 years. I don't know when they drafted him exactly. I don't know the draft. I don't know what the capital was. I forgot. But yeah, they would probably move on. But he's not. What if he's not? What if he is a playmaker? What if he's a difference maker? Saquon,
4 years.
Eckler,
4 years
CMC,
for $5.4 million.
these Derrick Henry, these guys I just named, they're all playmakers and different makers. That's why I think they should have got paid, and that's why I'm glad they did get paid. Josh Jacobs, look at what he did for his team. His quarterback was out, and all he did was produce yesterday. Scored a touchdown, carried the rock 17 times, and caught it 6 times. I'm by myself now, so that's good to know. Peace out, Josh. The only bad thing is, guys, I can't end the show. I don't have that access, so I guess I'll just be on forever and ever and ever. Oh no, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey, I'm back. I accidentally hit back when I was trying to look up some stuff on this. That's why I disappeared. I was done having your conversation because it's completely wrong.
Oh, so you think that okay? So you're fine with Joshua Kelly and what he's doing over there in Los Angeles. You're fine with Matt Breida. You're fine with these guys.
I don't think.
Look at Jerome Ford. Look at Jerome Ford. What did he do yesterday? Do you think Nick Chubb could have had a better game? You're goddamn right he would have. Look at Baltimore. They're missing J.K. Dobbins, aren't they? They're running out Melvin Gordon and bums like that. So I'm so sick. Oh, they get hurt all the time. What happens when they get hurt? Production goes down. Why aren't people seeing this? Don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm right. In this situation, I am.
But was J.K. Dobbins doing anything? Oh, I guess he got hurt week 1.
Week 1, yeah, and he was phenomenal.
But game. Last year he looked awful
because he was coming off that major injury. Yes, again, an injured running back. I get it, but when he plays, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like that guy. That was spicy. I'm like that guy from TikTok who they put in Fortnite. Right? You know this guy?
I don't know that guy.
I don't know that guy either, but they put him in Fortnite, and he's famous for doing this on TikTok.
Is he?
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know what he does.
So with that,
Camby.
If
you know who he is in the chat, people, Raphael and Hunter, let him know. This guy.
No one knows who that guy is.
He's the most TikTok guy of all time. What are you talking about?
Really? So with that, who was your fantasy breakout star this week?
Fantasy breakout star of the week.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, man. I've been telling people for weeks. And I know that was your favorite quarterback coming out. I'll tell you this. He was passed up on Superflex leagues. He was tossed in the dirt. People were drafting Zach Charbonnet over this guy. I was even taking players over him. Not Charbonnet. Yeah. I was taking receivers over him, Addison and other players. But this guy's come out looking the best. He looks better than Bryce. I'm not gonna say he looks better than Richardson.
As a thrower,
they're different players. They're different players. They're different players.
You can say compare. One's a better thrower, one's a better runner.
One's doing way more with way less. I'll tell you that right now. CJ Stroud's throwing it to guys like Nico Collins and Tank Dell, which I do respect those players. They're very good, but they're not a Michael Pittman caliber, and they're not, they don't have. But I will say this: CJ Stroud does have some work to do. He needs to read a little bit better of a deep. He holds on to the ball way too long, in my opinion. Yeah. But man, he's been phenomenal. He is a quarterback 1 in fantasy. You must start him.
Wow, that's a lot to say for a rookie. Do you think? I can't think of his name right now, but the Colts quarterback, what is his name?
Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. Yes. Richardson. Do you think he's a QB1?
In fantasy, yeah. I do. I think his rushing attack is awesome. When he does get the ball, downfield, he's semi-accurate.
Are you worried about injuries with him?
Yes, of course.
I mean, like big time.
Because he's gonna take too many risks. He's gonna be. He thinks he's invincible, which he looks invincible. He's a freaking monster. I just worry that when they're down and out, the thing you worry about Tua, can they come back? Yeah. Can they come back with Anthony Richardson? The answer right now is no. Can CJ Stroud lead to come back? Yes. No interceptions so far. Throwing it, spreading the ball all around. That offense is humming. And we put it out on the fantasy show last week. Start CJ Stroud, sit Dak Prescott rest of the season. And I stand by that.
Yeah, no, I can see that. The issue with the Cowboys offense right now, and it's not a Dak Prescott issue. It's a Cowboys offense issue.
It's a Mike McCarthy issue.
They don't go deep. They don't spread the ball. They don't like stretch the field.
And somebody asked me, or the show, OUS Fantasy on Twitter, hey, would you start? It was Jake Ferguson for the Dallas Cowboys and Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. I said the poll was 67% Freiermuth. I'm like, are you guys high? First off, Kenny Pickett's awful. Yeah. Second off, the Dallas Cowboys, all they do is check down. Yeah. That's that's what Ferguson's. That's what they did with Schultz. That's what they did with Witten. That's what they're gonna do with Ferguson. So that was my guy. I'm glad I told the guy to start him. He had 7 catches, 71 yards. Ferguson's a fucking stud. I think he's gonna be so good in that offense.
I just remember in our draft that we had that Dirtbag Dave was going through my team, analyzing. He's like, "Oh, I love his team. Good team." And then he said, "If only he had a good tight end." Look, and I waited to the end to draft Jake Ferguson.
Look, I will say this: the thing that makes you a good fantasy analyst, good fantasy player, good fantasy whatever, move in with the motions. Look, I had Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence, the rookie season. I thought for fantasy purposes, the rushing attack, mix of the passing, I had Fields over Lawrence. I was wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Now, what's not okay is to stay stubborn and stick with your guns. Like, oh no, Fields is still better than Lawrence. No, he's not. So it's okay for people to say, oh, Sam Laporta. We were laughing at people drafting him in the Scott Fish Bowl.
Yeah.
We were wrong. It's okay. Now we know he's right, and we're not going to say, oh, that was a bad pick. No. Great pick. Great pick, Josh Ferguson.
Thank you. That's all I needed. I needed a couple of flowers here and there. That's all I need. But with that, I know you're coming to the end of your bottle of vodka that you have there.
I am.
So you'll have to run out tomorrow at 6 a.m. to go grab another bottle.
Let's not talk about that. Hey, I got to last till – this has to last till Thursday. You think I can? It's a brand new bottle.
I hope you can make that last.
I just got this bottle 3 hours ago.
Ooh, you're not making it. You are not making it. But anyway, appreciate everyone that came. Hunter, Raphael, Duke, appreciate you guys coming. Make sure to check us out if you come to our Twitter at Mugs and Balls. We also have a Discord channel if you'd love to join that. We'd love to have you a part of our conversation. But if you just want to keep coming here every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, love to have you for that as well. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Again, Mugs and Balls. We are a part of the Finstock Sports Network as well. They were all on all 4 of those social media platforms, I guess you would say. Make sure to follow Josh Kimmel OUS. You will see him falsify a lot of information on there, but also talk fantasy football. And then me, I'm just there to be there. So don't follow me. Make sure you just follow Josh Kimmel because he has all the information there.
All of it. Yep. From professional wrestling to fantasy football,
he's
to
a good follow.
80s classic movies. I'm your guy.
And then from there as well, make sure to tune in at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. We have the East 10th Street Boys. They're going to do a Miami Dolphins recap, so make sure to tune in for that. Appreciate you, Duke, from Australia. It is what? Ooh, it's...
If you see that model girl out there, tell her I'm looking for her, but just to say hi.
Just to say hi. Any last words from you, Kimmel?
Yeah, I do have some last words today. Listen, all you people out there, all you people on my Twitter, all you people out there hating on my boy Adam Copeland for going to AEW wrestling. Edge is an AEW. Suck it. Deal with it. Rated R superstar. Let's go, baby. That's all I got.